just a poor boy, though my story is seldom told.
Well, good day. This is insert the date and time. So here's the little problem I had. When I make an unbound report in this MLA style, Modern Language Association style, they want everything to be double spaced like this, and they want a certain heading at the top. They want your name and the page number up in the header, and they want you to put the date on it. And so that's how I do it. And every time I make a new report, I have to remake this little heading, and I have to put the title, and I have to know where to start. So I thought, I'm not that smart, but I'm smart enough to figure out this. I thought, why don't I make a document that's already got the first part done? And now all I have to do is change the date, change the title, and off I go. And all I would have to do is I would just change the date like this, and maybe today is July 24th, 2009, and then, yeah, perfect. And then I could just type my report. And if I made another report, like tomorrow, I would just open up this thing again, and I would just go over here and I would just change the date like this. And then if I made another report the next day, I would just go over here like this, and then I could just change the date. And I thought, well, maybe I can get the computer to put the date in for me. Maybe that could be good. So I looked around and I said, oh yes, I see it now. On the Insert tab, you can choose date and time. And it says, how would you like the date to be formatted? Do you want it to say 7/24/2009? No, that's not the way they taught me to do it in school. Do you want it to say the day of the week, like Friday or Monday or Thursday, and then have the date spelled out? No, that's not how I want it. Do you want it to look like this with the month spelled out? The day, comma, space, and then the year? Oh, yes, this is how the teacher taught me to do it. So that's the format that I want. I wanted that one, and I'll say, okay, that's what I want. And then poof, it just put in the date for me. Now if I come back tomorrow, then I could just make a new one. I guess I could just change it around, maybe like this. And then I could just insert the date, and then maybe it'll have the right day on it the next day. Like if I was back here on the 25th, it would say July 25th, and then I could just say okay. Maybe there's an easier way than that. Because now I got to change the date every single day. I wish the computer could put the current date on my paper for me. Whatever the date is on my computer, just put the date there. And here's how you do that. It's very easy to do. So you just delete that for a minute. We'll go to date and time, and I'll say, yeah, I want this one. This is the one I like. And I'll say, oh, update automatically. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay. So if I was to open up this document tomorrow, it would say July 25th. And if I was to open up this document the day after that, it would automatically say July 26th. Unless it's kind of a scary thing to do, because if I was to save this document and then open it up 5 days from now, it would have the date 5 days from now. I wouldn't remember what day I really typed it. So this isn't all that useful unless you do the same kind of letters over and over again. Here's a typical recommendation letter. I write a recommendation letter for a student if they ask me to, and once I send the letter out, I'm never going to see it again. So I thought I keep typing this top part over and over and over again, and maybe what I could do is I'll just save this top part and then put it in a brand new document like this. Perfect, and now I'm just ready to type my letter down here. But the date, I have to keep changing the date. I would like them to put in the current date for me. So I'll just delete that date, and I'll insert the date with this thing, and I keep having to choose the one I want, choose the one I want, choose the one I want. It's never on the one I want. So I thought, this is the one I want, and I want you to choose it for me every time. Oh, default. It says make this one the one that the computer chooses, not that top one. The top one's no good. I want this one to be on top. I want this one not necessarily to be on top, but this is the one that's chosen for me. So I'll choose default. It says, do you want to change the English default date to match this? Yes, I do. That's why I clicked the default. And I want it to update automatically. Perfect. Okay. Now if I was to open up this document tomorrow and write a new recommendation letter, it would have the current date. It would say July 25th. And I've opened up this document 2 days from now. The current date would always be there. See, it's not regular typing. Watch me use the left arrow and this is what's called a field. A field. It's not really typing at all. It's something the computer put in automatically, and it's going to update automatically. Well, that's about all there is to it.
I am just a poor boy, though my story is seldom